Hello, hello, my loves. Welcome back. We are in the new podcast studio. What do you think? What do you think? Now, if you're watching this on YouTube, you'll know. You'll see this. Of course, if you're an OG podcast listener and listen to audio only platforms, go do yourself a favor and check out the YouTube because you'll see that we're in a new posse. What do you think, guys? Now, essentially, this is the same backdrop, right? But we're sitting in the pink scalloped chair, which I bought especially for YouTube, for podcasting. And then I just never really used it. So anyway, we're playing around with things here and bringing back more of my soul sparkle into the podcast. And I hope you see that. I hope you feel that. And I'm excited for today's episode. So let's go. Without further ado, let's dive in. Hello, welcome. I'm Evie, life and business coach, and I'm so excited to be here. I'm so excited to support you, and I'm so excited for podcasting in general. I had this beautiful download and vision this morning about, oh my goodness, am I going to say this? I'm going to say this. I was like, am I going to say this out loud and tell everyone? I had this beautiful vision this morning of, and some, working towards this, but the beautiful podcast is growing so much, and I'm doing live tours, like in-person events about the podcast. I'm so excited for that. Like, how freaking cool would that be, guys? How freaking cool would that be? I mean, send me a DM on Instagram if you're keen for that. I want to hear from you. I want to hear. Anyway, I'm so excited for the podcast, and just having that vision this morning, I was like, oh, wouldn't that be so freaking cool? Like, I just got so freaking excited about it. So yeah, let me know if you're keen. Would you come? Let me know. I want to know. All right, I've got a quote for us, and then we're going to dive into today's podcast episode, which is all about you don't need more strategy, you need more soul. You need your soul back in your life, in your business, etc. So we're going to dive into that in a moment. But this morning's quote, I think, is really fitting for today's conversation. So this morning's quote is this: "The only way to do great work is to love what you do," by Steve Jobs. Ain't that the truth? I'm going to read that again. It's a Steve Jobs quote. "The only way to do great work is to love what you do." Now, I think that's quite fitting because we're talking about bringing your soul back. We're talking about you don't need more strategy. You don't need more like this next perfect thing that's going to fix everything in your business. You need to bring more of your authentic magic back to the table. You need to bring more of you back, right? Like, we don't need more like perfect strategy that's going to give you the success. We need your life force energy. We need your essence to be shining through, right? Now, backstory, if you haven't heard, if you just stumbled across this particular episode, go back and listen to last week's one where I talk about how I felt like I lost my soul sparkle, but she's back online. We're wearing leopard print pants. This is part of me expressing more of my soul, bringing more of my authentic magic back into the podcast by doing the podcast in a slightly different way, by doing it here. And it feels freaking good. It feels so good. I hope you feel that as well. I hope you're really feeling that through all of this, and I hope that in itself is a really great activation for your soul and a reminder. And yeah, I hope I can be somewhat of an expander, I guess, for you. Okay, so I really wanted to talk about this idea that if something is feeling like icky, slow, like really challenging, like you're pushing shit uphill, something's feeling off, you're feeling stuck, you're feeling stagnant, like things just aren't flowing and working really well for you. And this could be in any area of your life, or this could be within your business. For me, it was in my business where I was thinking, man, like I feel different now than when I first started my business. And I mean, like, of course you're going to be different, right? Because you've evolved. I've been in business many years now. So of course I have evolved and grown as a human, and so my business has, right? But I remember thinking, something feels icky, something feels off. I used to start my business. When I started my business, there was so much love and passion and excitement and light, and I would just like jump on Instagram stories and speak, and I would just create from the heart, and it'll be great. And sure, the business landscape and the online social media landscape has changed over the while, but it just felt really different, right? And I realized that it kind of, it wasn't feeling quite the same anymore for me. And I felt like something needed to shift and change. And I was like, maybe it's just not working because I need a new strategy. Like, and this is classic of our mind and our ego, right? We look outside of ourselves for the magic answer, for the solution, for the quick fix, and we think that we need a new strategy. So within your business, for example, you're like, oh, I have to work with this business coach because they're gonna like share their method with me and their way of doing it, and it's going to give me this like quick fix, or it's going to fix everything and it's going to feel really great again in my business, and it's going to start getting me the results that I want, right? This is what our mind tells us. Are you getting me? Do you relate? And maybe this is within your life. Like maybe it's, I'm not getting the career or the job that I really want to, or, I'm trying to attract in my dream relationship and that's feeling really icky and slow and nothing's really happening there. Or like we're looking outside of ourselves for the perfect like biohack or morning routine or this new exercise regime or this new diet or whatever it might be, right? The same kind of thing happens in so many different areas of our lives where our mind thinks that there's this perfect strategy or there's this perfect thing that's going to fix everything for us. And it's looking outside of ourselves. It's not trusting our own intuition. It's not looking within. And it's trying to find the quick solution or the quick answer, right? And so within your business, it's like, oh, just need that perfect strategy. Like maybe I should be doing this, or maybe I don't need to be doing a mastermind. Maybe I should be doing a membership. Maybe I don't need to be doing one-to-one coaching. Maybe I should be doing like events, or maybe I should have my own podcast, like whatever, right? And it can play out in so many different ways. But essentially the idea is that we're not trusting what's innate within us and our own uniqueness and our own intuition about what's right and true for us. And we're looking outside of ourselves. And so I shared this post on Instagram recently, and I felt like I needed to elaborate it and share it on the podcast as well, because it's that important. That no amount of strategy is going to give you more business growth if you're not in it. If your soul and your heart and soul's not there, if your soul essence isn't there, right? No amount of strategy is going to fix it. No like magic business coach, no magic strategy, no magic thing or like offer or marketing plan or whatever it might be is going to be the thing that fixes it all if you're not behind it. There's this other thing, right? I've talked about this before and I've shared this with clients, is that sometimes people think, oh, I should be doing this one strategy or this one thing because someone said that this is the way that they created their own success, and so therefore I have to do it too, or that's going to work for me. The thing is that most of the strategies work if you work them, right? Like you've got to be behind it, your soul essence, your magic, your heart, your intuition, your authenticity, your self-expression has to be the focus. It has to be the driving force. Your soul needs to be the driving force in your business and in your life, not the other way around, not the other way around. And so now there's a first little disclaimer that I need to make here. If you are really early stage of business, if you're a brand new coach or creative or healer, space holder, and you're growing your online business and or in person, you do need to learn the basics. You do need to learn some really good strategy, and you do need to create some really great business foundations for yourself, right? You do need that. Yeah. So there is a place and time for strategy. Absolutely. I teach it. I've got clients who are in the season of their businesses where it is about bringing in like some really great foundations and some really great key strategies for them that's going to work for them. But the key with all of this, and my take on all of this, is that we have to do it in a way that feels aligned to you. It has to be authentic to you. So we're making sure that your soul, your true essence, your authentic magic is the center, is the forefront of it. And then we create the strategy around that, right? Like it's not the other way around, like, okay, here's the strategy. How can we fit you into this box? Because that doesn't work, right? So if you are early stage business, it might be that you want to learn some key strategies and go for it. slide into my DMs, let's have a chat about it. But make sure that you're making it your own. Make sure that you're infusing it with your authentic magic, with your soul sparkle, with your true essence, with your energy, because that is the thing that makes it work. That is the thing that makes it magnetic. Your soul sparkle, your soul energy, your authentic magic, who you truly are, is magnetic. It's the thing that's going to make the strategy work. Like, you've got to be behind it. Yeah. So we don't need more strategy. We don't need to like burn down our business to the ground. We don't need to like chase these quick fixes that we think we need to have. Really, what I want this episode to be is your permission slip and the encouragement and the truth bombs that you need to bring more of you into your business and activate your soul again. This is about soul work. Now, I'm not speaking to the people who are building businesses to flick off the business where there is no soul and it's all about the money. That ain't you, that ain't me. This is not what we do around here. You're doing this work because it's a part of who you truly are. It's almost like you can't not do this. And you have had a soul calling. Your soul has called you to do this work in the world, this quote unquote work, because it doesn't feel like work for you a lot of the time, right? Like you do this all the time for free, I can imagine. But of course we make a business around it, and so you should. And yeah, this matters. This is such a deeper, richer meaning behind it. There's a soul to your business, right? And you are a part of your business. Your business isn't everything, and you aren't you aren't the business as such, but you are a huge, big part of it. And we need you in your business. We need more of you, right? And that's the thing that's going to make you stand out online. It's going to make the thing that makes you magnetic and bring in your ideal clients and your people. And it's going to give you the sense of true satisfaction and fulfillment that can only come when you're being your most authentic self and living true to you and creating from that place. True creative self-expression. It feels freaking good, right? So you don't need another strategy. You need to bring back more of you, more of your soul sparkle, more of your energy and your essence. Now, how do we even do that, right? How do you do that? Well, this is one of the very first steps that I do with all clients. And I think this is the starting point, is that we have to get back to connecting with your intuition, connecting with your soul, and using her to be our guiding light. Like allowing that to be the center and the forefront. Now, there's lots of different ways that we can do this, and I guide people through this process. But it's also about like really embodying and embracing your true soul sparkle and your authentic self. That's easier said than done, right? Like, just be your most authentic self. People always say this online. You'll hear this. And I agree with that. And also, sometimes that's the most challenging thing to do at times, because for whatever reason, we have been told that it's not safe to be our most authentic self, that we need to be someone that we're not, that you need to be a shinier, more polished version of it, or you have to look a certain way, or not say certain things, or you can't shine too bright because you might outshine other people, and that's not a good thing to do, and you must be the good girl. Like all of these stories, right? And you might have a combination of these things. You might have something slightly different for you personally. But what I think we need to get to is, what is the root cause? What is the thing that's holding you back from fully expressing and owning your most authentic self and your soul gifts? Sometimes that's trauma. Sometimes there's healing that's need to be involved. Sometimes there's some inner child healing work there. Oftentimes there's some beliefs and stories, some identities that we've grabbed onto that are no longer serving us, that we have to let go of. But we need to have some support to do that, because it's all very well and good to be aware of that. And amazing if you've got that level of self-awareness. Perfect, you've done the first step. And then we need to go deeper and actually untangle you from those belief systems that are holding you back. right? This is why I believe that your business growth and your business success will only ever grow to your level of soul expansion and your personal level of evolution and soul growth. So if you have some inner healing work to do, then and you have some belief systems and stories, whether that's about money, whether that's about success, whether that's about bringing your most authentic self to the table, whether that's about safety in your bigness, safety in your gifts, safety in your business, safety in your big dreams and visions, like that is so important. And it's not going to manifest until we do that, right? Like we have to untangle ourselves from those things. And so often this is where coaching support can be so helpful, or doing this in therapy, whatever it might be for you, because sometimes we can't see what we don't like fully see or know. And we need some support with that. It's easier said than done, I think, sometimes, right? Okay, so now I've planted the seed that you don't need more strategy, you need more authentic magic in your business. You don't need to like have this magic solution or change everything in your business. It's really about getting back to your soul, getting back to your authentic magic and bringing your unique gifts out. That's what I think my superpower is. And something that I just see so lacking in other online businesses. Like you can feel when someone is fully aligned and like loves what they do and they're being true to themselves and they're bringing their soul sparkle, they're bringing their authentic magic to the table. And that's what I want for us all, because it feels freaking good when you're doing it on the inside and people feel that on the outside. Like it's magnetic, it's amazing. So now we've planted that seed, I just want to give you a few little tidbits around maybe some signs where your soul is like screaming at you to come forward, to like connect back in with her, to bring her out more. But maybe you're ignoring those signs. So here's a couple of things. So if you're in business and you're creating for the sake of creating, so you're creating a piece of content from a place of should or shouldn't. So you're like, oh, I should say this online, or I should have a podcast episode about this, or this would make the most sense, or like I'm trying to like overthink the strategy. So you're getting caught up in how do I fit my authenticity and my soul sparkle into a strategy box, and we're overthinking it too much. So when you're thinking about what should I create, what should I say, like all of those sorts of things, overthinking it instead of allowing self-expression to come to the table, and instead of like hitting record and allowing what's true on your heart to come forward, instead of just being your most authentic self and letting your soul shine through, like that's the content that's going to be magnetic. And the flip is overthinking. It's in the shoulds and the shouldn'ts, or you're creating from a place of this is going to give me the best results, or, you know, this is going to be the best quote unquote strategy. The other thing is when we're looking outside of ourselves to other people. So we're getting caught up in comparisonitis. We're like, oh, they've got that success and maybe I need to be doing that for myself. Or, we're thinking that what other people are doing, they have the magic answer or the clue, or that's the thing that's going to fix everything for you. That is a huge clue that your soul needs to come back on. We need to connect back in with your true self and build trust around that again. Really build trust within yourself to connect back to your soul, to connect back to your true self, and to listen to your soul voice and let her shine through. Because I can almost guarantee that there would have been something along the way that happened that made you feel like you can't trust your soul voice, or you can't trust your intuition, or you can't trust your inner wisdom, your inner knowing. I'm going to say that again. There would have been something that happened along the way that made you feel like you can't trust yourself, like you can't trust your true authentic self, or your intuition, or your soul's voice, whatever you want to call it. Something along the way something happened, a situation, an experience, maybe multiple things that made you feel like I can't trust myself here. And so when that happens, we're like, well, this isn't safe. I can't trust it. And so I look external. We go up into our mind, into our ego, and we look externally and we think about the strategy and we look at what other people are doing and we try and imitate and do what they're doing, or find this magic solution, or work with all these different people, or try all these different strategies on to try and find the answer. Whereas the answer is within. But what we need to go back and do is rebuild and reclaim your self-trust again. Reclaim your self-trust and your true soul expression, so we can bring that forward into your business, into your life, into everything, right? So if you're overthinking, if you're looking at shoulds, if you're looking at what everyone else is doing online or in their businesses, and you're thinking that there's this magic solution or fix, then that is a key sign that we need to get back to you. We need to get back to your soul essence, connect with her and bring her out, like love on her, embrace her, empower her again, reclaim that self-trust again, that safety that it's okay to be your most authentic self and express her through your business, through your life, in all the ways. And in fact, that is success. That is the key to success in all the ways. But I really believe that is actually success, is being true to yourself, is bringing your most authentic self to the table, is bringing your soul essence, your magic, your gifts to light. All the warm fuzzies. Love this. I hope this is helping. I hope this is resonating. I hope this is landing for you. Now, if this has touched something in you and you're like, oh man, I need to get back to myself. I need to find my spark again. I need to bring more of my authentic magic to the table. Like business is feeling icky or stuck or stagnant or not me anymore, or I'm not getting the results that I really want to and I'm not sure why, and it's not feeling good anymore, then send me a DM, reach out, or flick me an email, whatever best you want to do it. Send me a voice note, whatever. But get in touch, because this is exactly what we do inside Soul Activation. The Soul Activation is my immersive experience. It's a 1-month coaching container. You and I, one-to-one. I love one-to-one. We can go juicy, we can go deep on your uniqueness, on the things that are holding you back, untangle you from that, really reconnect back with your true self, with your soul's voice, and shine a light on your gifts. Like really start to see your gifts, because sometimes I feel like we don't see our gifts until someone else reflects them back. Or maybe we just need to own those gifts a bit more, like shine a light on them, bring them more, like turn up the dial on those soul gifts. And I think also a big part of this for many of you will be about reclaiming your self-trust again, and having the safety within yourself, within your business, to go big on you, on your vision, on your dreams, on your gifts, and bring that to the table. Now, we can couple that with a bit of strategy. Of course, we can talk about that, but the key here is really getting back to you, your soul gifts, and allowing that to inform the strategy. It should be soul first, strategy second. Soul first, strategy second. Yeah? Remember that one. All right, my loves. I can't wait. I can't wait to support you, and I'm really excited to be here. I hope you love the new podcast setup. What do you think? Let me know. I would love to hear from you. And as always, I love you. I see you. Let this be your loving reminder and your nudge to bring back you, to bring back your soul, to bring back more of your true self-expression, and share your gifts with the world, because the world needs your special gifts. We need you shining bright, my gorgeous friend. So I can't wait for that. All right, I'll catch you later.